I fell in love with jade and jade carving that day. Always been a roller coaster of, you know, one minute you make so much money and have so much work you don't know what to do with yourself. The next minute it's feathers. I think that's not, that's a very common theme in self-employment. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
How did you first discover jade?
In my first marriage, as that was coming to the end, I was living in Invercargill and I was invited to join a dinner evening with the artists of the Polytech, and that's where I met the artist Don Salt. And he had about 30 jade carvings and they were beautifully displayed at the local museum. And as I wandered through, I was just, you know, it just hits you here. I used to stand behind his chair while he was carving in his studio for hours just watching. And I would ask him if I could do some, if he would teach me. After about a year, one night I asked yet again, and this is like a defining moment in that whole 34 years since I've been now carving jade. So he said, well, what do you want to make? And I said, how about a silver ring? Anyway, and the music was going, and I spent 4 hours sanding away at this silver ring. And it felt like half an hour. You know, I completely lost myself. Be Your Own Boss course that brought me from playing and learning jade carving to being, you know, someone who does it full time and relies on it for their income. I just keep coming back to the inspiration, which is the feeling thing in the body to keep going. You can easily end up succumbing to the money, commerce side and think, oh, well, I'll just keep doing the same thing that I know that sells, commercially thinking of money. So you have to keep going between making that important to actually coming back to what's really important, which is the inspiration and foundation on which the whole thing runs.
To make beautiful jade carvings, what do you need to work with?
A green, dense, non-translucent pounamu. That's what I need. The certain quality of pounamu is what makes it pounamu. The translucence, the hardness, the integrity. And this type of sort of B, C grade stone is just not, it's not fully formed. It hasn't been in the bowels of the earth long enough to bake to that hardness, to become a proper gemstone. What did I say? Do you want a branding to keep your spirits up? It's like hours and hours of handwork to carve it, and then when you carve it, because it's diamond tool, you're making scratches on the stone, so then you have just as long as it took to carve to sand it in various grits. I have hardly any reason to come to Kaitaia because I can shop at Cooper's Beach. But when I do, I mean, I come to Te Ahu. It's an awesome place. It's an eclectic, inclusive, comfortable. It's like a haven because of the trauma and suddenness and chaoticness of a flood. It just rained and the water started coming, and I would have been happy to stay where I was, but here I am now and starting all over to take the last lap of the journey. Just settle and actually enjoy carving. No, I broke it. I don't even know how. What a timing! Grassroots living. All right, till the next time.